for humans. This was one of them. Under Genghis Khan, survival wasn't about innocence, age, or mercy. It was about a rule so simple it barely felt human. If you were taller than a cartwheel, you died. Not because you fought, not because you resisted, but because you existed. Entire towns were measured. Anyone above the line was executed. Children barely below it. Adults just crossing it. Life reduced to a procedure. When greed or betrayal touched him, punishment wasn't personal. It was instructional. Molten silver was poured into the eyes of officials who displeased him, not to kill quickly, but to leave an example that would burn forever. Russian princes weren't executed outright. They were crushed beneath wooden platforms while Mongols ate and drank above. No rage, no emotion, routine. Some cities weren't conquered. They were erased. Men, women, children, even animals, dogs, cats, livestock. Nothing was left alive. Heads were stacked into pyramids. Not punishment, not warning, habit. And when hand-to-hand slaughter was inefficient, nature did the work. Dams were broken, entire cities drowned. Why risk soldiers when water could finish the job? In some regions, 90% of the population vanished. Entire civilizations collapsed. Some never recovered for centuries. Death was so vast, the forests reclaimed farmland. Global carbon levels dropped, not because of progress, because there were fewer humans breathing. This wasn't war, this was survival roulette. There was, however, one way to survive. Not loyalty, not prayer, not obedience, skill. If you were a craftsman, engineer, or medic the Mongols needed, you lived. Otherwise, history didn't keep you. If being alive was a mistake, usefulness was your only ticket. Some periods of history were not meant for humans. Rules replaced morality. Ruthlessness became routine. And if stories like this linger in your mind after the video ends, you already know why this channel exists. Some periods of history were not meant for humans. If you want more stories where humanity itself was the crime, subscribe and watch closely. History doesn't forgive, and neither should we forget.